Going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to talk about a story I seen this morning. It's not funny, but this just goes to show you how robbery, armed robbery, is so commonplace. Anybody feels as though they can do it at any given time and in any given opportunity. What I'm talking about today is something that just recently happened out there in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Shout out Montgomery County, in which a oxygen thief, this oxygen thief right here, rolled up into a Lukoil gas station and held it up on rollerblades. Man came in there with a gun, and you'll see it in the video, was very vocal, then left out. Just as skated in, just like he skated in, he skated out. Take a look at this story. We'll come back and talk about it.
Well, a rollerblading robber is on the run in Montgomery County tonight. This gun-toting suspect is accused of threatening an employee at a gas station in Abington Township before skating off with quite a bit of cash. Action reporter Leland Pinder is live from the Abington Township Police Department with the latest on this robbery on wheels. Leland.
Rick, you certainly do not see this every day. This man rolled in, then he rolled out, and some terrifying moments there in between. Surveillance video shows the rollerblading robber approach the Lukoil on Old York Road in Abington. Once inside, the man on wheels demands cash from the man behind the counter.
Under the till. What's under it? Give me all the ones. Give me all the ones.
That young man was this 19-year-old store clerk.
He was shouting at me without any reason. Give me all the money.
Hurry up, come on. Man.
That time I was a little bit scared.
Police say the suspect was armed with a gun and a knife and threatened to shoot Armand in the chest if he didn't comply. Armand handed over the cash, wasn't hurt, and the ordeal was over in under a minute.
When it's time for him to leave, he just showed me one more time a pistol and said, "You are a lucky guy."
Abington police hope the public can help them track down this masked man on skates in dark shorts, a two-tone hoodie, and a white hat. This happened Sunday evening around 7:30 in the small community Detective Sergeant Troy Hummel says doesn't see much violent crime.
This gentleman in the store was at risk of his life. The gentleman seemed irate, irrational, and paranoid. So this is a wild card, if you will, and somebody that we want to take into custody very quickly.
Video shows the suspect skating away southbound on Old York Road, the same direction he came. Armand tells me he's not scared and had no problem returning to work. He has a message for his attacker.
I just work hard. I'm gonna say same thing to him. Like, if you need money, if you want money, then you have to earn it for yourself.
And police say that suspect did get away with a large amount of cash. If you know anything, maybe you recognize that man or his voice sounded familiar, detectives here in Abington want to hear from you. Live here outside police headquarters in Abington, Leland Pinder, Channel 6 Action News.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are dumb criminals, and then there are this guy right here. Now I'm gonna tell you why. This guy went in there. Well, first of all, let me say this. This man or kid or whoever it was, reason why I say he's dumber than dumb, when he was skating, it looked like he couldn't even skate. Like he was trying to figure out how to work the skates, number one, as he rolled in and when he rolled out. When he went in there, he had a long pole hanging out of his thing, right? All this cumbersome stuff. I don't think he planned on robbing that until the last minute when he was coming over there. He came in, no gloves on, touching everything, demanding the money, touched the counter and everything. Then when he skated out, he didn't know which direction to go in. Like, he couldn't believe he actually pulled that off. This guy's an idiot. Prison is for people like that. You know what I'm saying? He had a gun. He didn't point it at the guy, but he had it and threatened him with violence or the act of violence or taking his life. And then I'd give his dumb ass 20 years. It'd be 20 years mandatory for shit like that. That way, when you go out here and willy-nilly commit a crime, you know the penalty already. We don't need lawyers for that. I'd get this shit right. I'd nip this shit right in the bud. That way it can't be no family members crying and saying he didn't deserve that. Oh, the system did him wrong. Oh, it's racism or whatever. I don't even know if this guy was a white dude or Spanish dude. Either way, he's a fucktard all the same. I wouldn't have had no qualms about it if when he got the money and he was going out the door, that clerk pulled the gun up and blew hamburger meat out the back of his head. But see, the way the justice system's set up, the clerk would have got in trouble for that. You understand what I'm saying? Money is the mainstay and functioning ingredient to keeping a business going. He robbed a gas station. A gas station. Now he got a large sum of money, they said, but it ain't worth that. It ain't. This guy's off and running. They asking people, do they know his voice or anything like that? I don't know, maybe something to turn up. But I mean, come on, this shows you just how easy it is to rob people nowadays, and people are taking full advantage because it happens so much. That little Indian dude was like, I work hard. If he work hard, he can do the same. I guarantee he probably got a job. So here's the thing. These people don't do this out of necessity a lot of times. A lot of these people live at home. They do it because they want to. And that's the thing. When you get people that willingly want to do bad stuff, we wonder why it's an explosion in crime nowadays. There are some people that are nobodies that want to be somebody in a negative way so bad that they'll do stuff like this. He was on roller skates. What if a cop got behind his ass and he was running? He already looked like he can't escape and he fell and got caught. What if a cop was pulling in that place? How was he going to get out of there? Because looking at this dude, he don't look like the type that'll fire a gun and all this. I bet if a cop came in there, he'd have been like, be cool, be cool. Or if a cop came in there, he'd have just put his hands up because either way, man, this is stupid stuff. You on skates, touching everything in there, barehanded, threatening the man, and they're going to tell him at the end, you lucky. You a lucky man. Like, basically, I want to skate more. You lucky I don't. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Said he had a knife and a gun. Maybe if he ain't had that gun and he pulled the knife, the clerk might have tried him. I'm going to be honest. If you on roller skates, you ain't got no foot, no nothing. The wrong swing with a knife or the wrong lean and your ass is on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect your fall. I'd have tried him. I ain't lying. If he had a knife, I would have tried his dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Then again, that's just me, and I ain't got good sense any goddamn way. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Another thing is this. I ain't ruling this out. This shit sound like an inside job, like somebody sent him in there or he knew when the cash drop was. Because he asked for a lot of money. He asked specifically for the hundreds and something like that. Come on. He might have knew something. I'm just saying. See you in the next video. Take care.